Okay, guys, so this is your quadratic equation. So it's going to say y equals a times x minus h close it square plus k. Same thing, guys. First step, find the vertex. So your vertex is going to see, let's see, find this point that is going to be -5 comma positive 3. So -5 comma positive 3. Since we have the vertex, we can now plug in the vertex. Y equals, we do not know the a value, x minus a -5 close it square plus 3. Now two negatives will make it a positive, so yes, we will definitely change the this right here into a positive. Okay. Second, guys, since this is not a line and it's not a V shape, we cannot just go and count the slope since we don't know what it is. So to find your a value, find a by using a point, okay. That is not the vertex. That is not the vertex. Okay, so normally you can find any point you want, but just like earlier, we want to find nice points, meaning that a point that's in the middle of 4 boxes. Okay, so these purple dots right here are nice points. So as you can see, I'm going to find points that are in the middle, exactly in the middle of 4 boxes. Like that one right there. This one's a nice point. Let's see, this one's a nice point, and so on and so on. Now, if you were to go and pick, let's say, a point that's not nice, I'm gonna go, let me pick like maybe different colors so we can see it. This blue. Okay, so let's say I want to go and pick this point. Well, that's on the graph for sure. It's definitely not a nice point. Even this one, that's definitely not a nice point because it's not in the middle, smack in the middle of 4 boxes. Even this one, that's not a nice point. Those are definitely points on the curve. They're just not a nice point for us to use, okay? So don't go and pick unfriendly points. So now that we have the equation, we need to pick a nice point. So let's say I want to pick this point, okay? This point right here. Let's use a -1. I'm trying to see what the x is. -1 and -1. Okay, so -1 for x and y is also -1. We could also pick this point. This is what? +1 and -6. So that's going to be +1 and -6 for y. Doesn't matter which one you pick as long as a nice point. So what do we do with that? Let's say we're going to use this point, okay? Whenever we see x, we plug in -1. Whenever we see y, we plug in -1. Oh, you know what? Let's not use that one because that looks like that's going to confuse you which one's x, which one's y. Let's go and pick this one. This one right here, when we see x, we plug in +1. When we see y, we will plug in -6. Okay, so let's go and do that. So y equals, so that means -6 equals, a is what we're trying to solve for. X is now 1, 1 plus 5, close it, square, and plus 3. Your job, guys, is now solving for the a value. Solve for a. Okay, so 1 plus 5, that's 6. 6 squares, 36. So now we have -6 equals a times 36. That's, I'm just going to write 36a. So a times 36, as soon as I can erase this, 36a, and then plus 3. Now your job is to solve it normally like in middle school. Okay, subtract -3 from both sides. That's going to give us now -6 minus 3, guys. That's going to give us -9. Oops, my computer needs to, there you go. Come on, purple. Oh, well, blue will do. -9 equals 36a. Divide both sides by 36. Okay. So we have to reduce. A is -9 over 36. No, you cannot keep it unreduced. Divide top and bottom by 9. That's -1 over 4. So that's your A value. Now, I'm out of space on that side, so I'm going to write my answer here. I'm going to box it up as soon as my pen will work for me. You know what? I'm just going to use that color, whatever color this is, purple. All right, y equals, a is now known, which is -1/4. Remember, h and k was already filled in, so x plus 5, close it, square, and then plus 3.